Hey guys, Brenny here with part 2 of our 7 segment display. Right now we are going to be working on the decoder, which is that orange part in the background to our previous build, well not our previous build, my pre-build. But before we get started, if you have switches, I want you to break them all off because I feel that if you've left some on or off, it might affect your build and you'll be confused. But anyway, I'm going to basically build this and show you how to build it and then explain how it works so you guys can make it yourself. Alright, so what we need to do is go out 15 blocks of redstone. So there is 6 here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Power it to see if it turns this off, and that's fine. If it doesn't turn that off, like this, it should be wrong. See how that's still powered, and that's wrong. So make sure it's 15, then do a repeater and fill all of them up basically, like so. And there we go. Do a redstone line down all of them. There we go. Redstone line down all of these ones. Sorry that my mouse is so loud. I do plan on buying a silent mouse and a blue snowball and a new computer eventually. I don't really know how I'm going to make the money for them. YouTube doesn't pay that much to buy all that stuff in a month, but maybe over time I can save, or maybe I could do a live streamed system thing. I was going to make a Twitch TV account and basically live stream from there because you can make money and have like HTML codes, and I can do a chip in thing, and hopefully over time you guys can actually help me upgrade my commentaries and stuff. Alright, so basically what I've done is just a line of redstone between all of them, and then we need to come out a bit more, but we'll go out 5 from now, but we'll specify that later because I don't actually remember how many it is. Now what we're going to do is a bit of a confusing thing, but once I explain it, like I said, it will work. Come out 5, and you should get it once I explain it. It's not too complicated. So we'll get orange like the other build just to make it exactly the same as the other build. Come 1 down from this block here. Don't place it here. You want to place it here and here like that. And then just keep doing that with a space. And then we should line up perfectly above the, yeah, see, we lined up perfectly above it. You can't really place a block on that just as easy. And keep going down, and we need to have 10 of these. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so you only need to come 4 out from the back. So if you should be watching this and then trying to make it and watching it while you make it. You only need to come 4 out. Now what we need to do is go across all of the lines like so, up to the last line. Now doing this is the start of our decoder, and I'll explain how that works in just a bit, but firstly we actually want to make it. There we go. And I'm going to do like a demonstration in front of you so you guys can see and understand just as easy. If you're watching this and building it at the same time and you can keep up like a legend, we actually need to just put redstone on top of these, so get started on that. We go across. Yeah, hopefully I can actually start live streaming on Twitch TV. I watched Woody's Gamer Tags one, and he makes like $20 an hour from it, but he has a lot more viewers than I get. He gets like at least 10 times what I get, so that probably won't equal out the same as me, but hopefully we can make some profit from that and I can entertain you guys. Also livestream.com/BrenyBeast isn't as good. Alright, so now what we need to do with the decoders is do our redstone pathway up onto them like so, and then go all the way down them. If you're making a bigger decoder that will need more numbers, you'll need to add a repeater on this, but if you're doing that, you should know what you're doing a bit better and know how to do that. So there we go, we do a redstone line down all of them. It's pretty simple. Redstone here. And then we're actually going to number them with a sign so you guys can see what ones they are. Like right now, doesn't this just seem really boring? But it does get fun. Making the buttons that actually light them up is probably the most complicated part for me, because I don't know. Once you learn how this stuff works, it's pretty simple. All it is off and on basically. It's yeah. So we are almost. Oh shit! I thought we were almost done. we'll get across all these. I'm not going to cut anything out or speed anything up because I want you guys to, if you miss it if you don't get it the first time, maybe me doing it this 10 times, you'll be like, alright, that's all he's doing. He's not doing anything extra special. Alright, there we go. Now what we need to do is actually put a redstone, not a redstone torch, a freaking sign on it. With each number, we'll go 0, because this will actually help us in the future. 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 9. 4, so if you get up to 10, you've done something wrong because you should have a 0 in there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. So there's 10 numbers there, including 0, just like your little keypad. Your keypad doesn't have 10. Now what we're going to do, kind of like this, is put a inverter in front of it. So 1 block away from where the redstone ends, you put a torch with a switch on it. And this is also a good way, a block with a torch on it, my bad. This is also where you would put a switch if you wanted to, so you could pick individual numbers. That's like how I go and change that one over there. I go and switch it. So I'll actually show you how that works in a second, because I figure that will help you guys. Alright, and then I'll do a demonstration for you guys too. I really want to teach people this because it's something I had a lot of difficulty learning. Then when I learnt it, I was like, really? It's that fucking simple? Alright, so right here, you'll see the first number on this was a 6, yeah? And I actually have the 6 here, like I write it down too because I find it interesting. When we select a 4, what happens is the power goes off here, which allows these torches to go on. Because when the power's on, you'll see that the torches are off. Now, the redstone on top of these is only for me to have an indicator of what one I have turned off. And then what you'll see, when these torches go on, they actually power the tracks under them, which turns off the wires connecting to the screen, which allows the torches on the screen to actually come on. So that's how it works. It's quite simple, not too complicated. You could actually probably cut out a few wires there by adding a repeater or something, but too lazy to do that. We want it easier. Is it becoming nighttime? We will sleep. There we go. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Now we're going to do a little demonstration of how this works. So we'll get out our purple wool, and there we go. Alright, so we're going to say this is our screen right here. This, and this. Now we're going to have our wires to our screen that power. So say these are our segments, not our screen. We're going to have our wires here that power, all one apart, so like that. And then we have our little torches here. Oh, our blocks with the torches on them here. Like that. So this is basically a mini build of what we're building right now. And there we go. That's what we have. Then what we have is our little lines of redstone coming out from the back with our decoder over it, which is the orange, yeah. I should have probably done it color-coded too, so it's more explanatory. So we get one away from this, put our decoder above the wires, up to their last one. Do one more, up to the last one. One more, up to the last one. Now, I know I could actually teach you this on it, but then teaching you this individually will make the next part easier. I won't have to basically walk you through it. So we're going to put our redstone along the top of these. There. Coming one down. And then we're going to have our torches there. Like so. Our inverters, if you want to go all technical. Oops, my bad. Inverters, and this one will be... Oh, actually, we had this number here, didn't we? That's where we had our signs. Like, I'm not going to write down what they do because they don't do anything right now. Alright, so as you'll see, the wiring here is above it, is on. So, say we wanted, we'll chuck switches on these two. That's where we have the switches. Alright, say we wanted just this middle one to come on when we flick this first switch. What we'll do is we'll put a torch over the one that's connected to the middle one, and when we turn this on, it will actually turn on the middle one. And you'll see that what happens is that when we flick the switch, it takes away the power from here, which takes away the power from this torch, which allows the torch to turn on and put power along this track. So if we had double tracks behind it, say we had this track behind it, you'll see that it's not turning on the torch because there's power going to the torch. But when we turn it off, they all should be on, yeah? So you guys get that, hopefully. And that's basically what that is, just a bigger version. So we have to figure out what segments connect to what, which will be quite simple when we do a 0. So we'll take this one off, and they're all off. And then this last one here will have the 2 corner ones. So like so, that would be connected to the middle one and the corner. And when we flick the switch, bam, there we go. Now that's basically what that is, but with 7, and the segments are actually all in one. So like it would be all of these instead of one, and you guys get that hopefully. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to make a 0 and a 1, and hopefully I can teach you them all, but it's quite complicated for me to explain, but easy for you to learn the process of it. So remembering this, what we need to do is make a 0. So we need to turn on this segment, this segment, this segment, this segment, all the segments but the middle one. So here we go. What we do, this is our first segment, which connects to the top left one, I believe. Then this is the bottom left one. And then what's this one go? This goes to the bottom, so we can put that one on. This one goes right to the middle, so we don't want that one to turn on. So we'll go all the other ones. There we go. There's 6 out of 7 segments, and there's 6 out of segments here. 6 out of 7 segments here. Now when we flick this switch, it will turn them all on. You see? Yeah? And that's how we do it. Now we just do that with all the numbers. Now I believe a 1 is correctly meant to go on the right side. So a 1 would only be these two. And now we'll go test that. Flick this switch. That's what we have these switches here for, to test it. Take your time with it. But yeah, I don't think I'll actually teach you this whole thing. I'll teach you 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so a 2. How do we do a 2? We don't need this top left one, but we need the bottom left one. We need all the middle ones, and we need the top right one, but not the bottom right one. So when we flick this switch for number 2, you'll see that it turns on. And there we go, there's a 2. Now we need to do a 3, which is basically all of them but the left side. So these two are the left side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of 7 segments. There we go. And we should have a 3. And there, I'll let you guys continue from there. Hopefully you guys can figure it out. If you can't, I'm not going to lie, it's no point you learning this, because you want to be able to make the numbers. And I really feel like I sounded like a dick then, but hopefully you guys get what I mean. Like, if you don't understand how it works, it's not going to be as fun for you. That's what I find fun about this, and that's what I think most people find fun about this. People make computers and shit. So I'll do a 4, just one last one for you guys. Alright, so a 4 needs the top left, not the bottom left, the middle, not the bottom actually, the middle and the top, and then these two, which will be like a 1 shape, which will give it that corner. Yeah, 4s are confusing how to make. Maybe just look up like an analog clock or something. Analog, is it? Yeah, no, it's actually digital. There we go, there's our 4. Actually, we have the top one on, we don't need a 4, that's a 9. Alright, so we need to take this one here, which is connected to our very top one. See there, now that light's on, and it will turn those lights off, and there we go, there's a 4. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys can get all the way up to 9 once you've done that. Part 3 should be out, or actually part 3 should be out way after you do that, because it's not very hard. You guys hopefully get it. And yeah, once we've done that, we will actually get on to making the screen into a water screen with pistons, and then we'll get on to the whole button thing, which is really going to suck for me to explain. But yeah, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and favorite, and crap like that, and bye.